Hey guys, it's me, Edwina from Ecom with Edwina. Welcome to another episode of my podcast, The Marketing Advantage. Today, I have the absolute pleasure of sitting and talking to Elizabeth Almonte, who is the founder and creative genius behind Plant Skin Beauty, which is a skincare brand, right? That's inspired by fruit, right?
Yes, yes.
So, would you mind introducing yourself to us, Elizabeth, and just telling us how you came up with this crazy idea of using fruit to inspire a beauty brand?
All right. Like you said, my name is Elizabeth Almonte. I am the founder of PLANTSKIN BEAUTY, a skincare
Yes.
brand inspired or made out of fruits. It's not only meant to like heal your skin or help you with skin concern, but it's also meant to match your vibe and your personality. But this didn't start until like a few years. How it basically started, I was pregnant with baby number three.
Okay, so
When
you
you
have three
mentioned,
kids too.
yes, I do. When you mentioned I
Okay,
have three
okay.
kids, I was like, girl,
So
I
you
feel you.
know
I understand.
the chaos. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So I was pregnant with baby number three. So basically, so the first two babies, they're only 11 months apart. And then baby number three from baby number two is only 2 years apart. So I was basically stuck at home
Hmm.
with the two kids and a belly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was where it hit me like, oh my gosh, I won't be able to get back to school for now. I won't be able to work. And if I do, I will basically be working to pay.
To pay daycare.
Yes. So I was in the process of like trying to figure out what I was gonna do to bring some extra income to the house. At the moment, I was living with a family member. So I had the pressure. I had the pressure on top of me.
Hmm.
I was at the moment reselling stuff on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and stuff like that. It was one day that I was literally scrolling through Instagram and I came across this beautiful newborn baby. It was like a photo shoot.
Hmm.
So I clicked the picture and it took me to the baby mom's profile. I was basically stalking her. She had this amazing content. She is from the Dominican Republic, like myself. And I
Okay.
follow her. I was trying to see what was going on with this Instagram and this beautiful baby. So I saw that she was selling with body butters. And I was like,
Mm.
oh my God, people sell these because I make them for myself and for
Hmm.
my daughter who suffers from severe eczema. So the light bulb immediately was like, oh my God, this is something I can do. That's something I enjoy doing. I do it for myself and for my kids. Why not? So immediately, I literally went like I closed Instagram. I went to Amazon. I remember I had a $300 credit card that had just arrived in the mail,
Oh, wow.
and I purchased like some butters. There was some shea butter, mango butter, a few oils, and I purchased like a set of 10 amber yards, some labels. Like in my mind, like I had everything ready.
Hmm.
I had a printer at home, so I was like, okay, boom, I have everything. So I purchased the yards, the labels, and the ingredients. So yeah, from there I started making the body butters, put them in the yard. Then I went to Canva. I designed a
The
literally a
labels.
DIY logo myself. At the time, it
Hmm.
was a Plastic Beauty. It was Belly Bella Beauty, named after my two first daughters. And then yeah, from there, like I literally started like giving it to my family, selling them. I used to sell them for like $10 to my family. And then from there, like I started introducing more stuff like body scrubs, my coffee scrub. I used to make
Hmm.
a few other scrubs, but it was only like natural ingredients, only no fragrance, no nothing. And then like I was like, oh my God, I like this. I really like this. And then I started making my own website. Then I started like searching up how to design, how to do logos, how to look more professional. Because I wanted to like
Hmm.
make this into like a real something. And then from there, it took me like a few months, kind of like the whole entire pregnancy. I was literally entertained, just working on the website, working on pictures, on designs, how to look more professional. And then my uncle came up to me and he was like, when are you starting? Like, when are you going out there?
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't know, I don't feel ready. I don't feel professional. He was like, girl, listen, start, and then your clients are going to be the ones telling you what to keep and what to change. After that day, I opened my Instagram. I uploaded. I remember I had two sales on my first day, and they were like 100 and something dollars.
Wow.
I don't know who made it. I'm pretty sure it was somebody in my family.
Mhm.
And yeah, basically from there, I just never stopped.
So what year was this?
That was in 2019.
Okay, so right before the pandemic.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sure you saw an uptake during the pandemic. Is that when your business just like scaled like crazy because everybody was home just taking care of their skin?
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. When the pandemic, like around the pandemic, that's when the baby came.
Okay.
So I was at home taking care of the baby. It was the two kids, the baby. I was full time breastfeeding.
Oh.
So I literally had the baby on top of me 24/7. So I stopped everything. And then it was when the stimulus check came in.
Mhm.
So I
Oh,
was
you
like,
got your
okay,
check.
yes. So
Yeah.
the little money came in, and I was like, okay, this is the time. So I purchased like a whole bunch of
Wow.
ingredients, materials. I remember I purchased my first computer because I used to use my cousin's computer. I purchased my computer, a little desk. I had everything set up, everything that I have in mind. It was like a little like push, to be honest. And from there, I took it more seriously, like adding more products. I remember I used to have a hair oil, more
Mhm.
scrubs, a body wash at the time. It was still no fragrance products
Mhm.
because me and my kids, we suffer from like super, super sensitive skin. But yeah, after that, it came the trend of the whipped body butters
Mhm.
with like different colors and fragrance. I was like, I like this. I have to do it. That's when I started like adding colors and fragrance to my body
So how
butters.
do you add colors?
I use mica powders, like non-toxic mica powders. That's how I add the colors to like the whipped
Is it like
natural
powdered
base.
beet?
Like non-toxic mica powder. That's how it's called,
Oh,
mica powder.
mica, mica.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What ingredient is that? Because I've seen it before, but I don't know what it is.
It's basically there's like it's like the powder they use to like create makeup, shadow, coloring things. It's just
Oh,
like a
okay.
non-toxic, more vegan. I use like the non-toxic, more vegan version of those
Of
mica powders. The only two body butters that I have at the moment with no mica powder are Cocoa Shield was the first product I made, which is meant to help with eczema, and then vanilla
okay.
milk, which is no color, and then just a amazing scent.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. That was a lot. So during the pandemic, so speaking of color, like I do like how brightly colored your products are. Like it almost looks like candy or like ice cream or something. Was that, I guess you kind of said that was a strategic decision, right? To start
Yes,
developing those products. Was it just from being inspired from seeing like the other stuff on Instagram? Or was it more to play into that plant skin beauty? Because I know you said in the beginning you had a different company name.
yes,
And
it
then you
was
at some point changed it to Plant Skin Beauty. So I'm just wondering if like the colorful products and its name change kind of like maybe inspired one another. Because when I see your products, like it just makes sense that it's called Plant Skin Beauty because you can kind of see that it's inspired by the colors of fruits, you
yes.
know?
So I decided to make a rebrand around 2021. The main
Okay.
reason was because when I started working with content creator, they had a hard time saying the name. So
Which
I
was
was like, okay,
Belly Beauty.
yeah, Bella Belly Beauty. And they used to be like, oh, I just got
Oh,
this package
Bella
from
Belly. Oh, yeah,
Bella
that is.
Belly. So yeah, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I have to do something about it. So
Mhm.
that's when I changed the name. I changed the logo. It was always pink, but
Okay.
that's when I started like being more creative towards the brand. I now know that I wanted to introduce natural products that not only have beneficial ingredients for your skin, but something like where you can use to smell delicious, you know,
Mhm.
something fun and pink. I believe like a few months after that, like after me like trying to figure out, do I want this to be just an income, or do I want this to be a brand, or doing my research, I came to the decision that I wanted to retire at a young age.
Okay. Wow. How
Um,
old are you? Are you in your 20s?
yes, I'm 28.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I came to the decision that I wanted to retire at a young age, but I don't want Plant Skin Beauty just to stop. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep this company young, paying to the point that at certain age, my oldest daughter, she's 9 now, to the point where when I feel like I'm ready to retire,
Mhm.
they could be able to like continue with their like according to their age, matches their age, their personality. So that's
Mhm.
when I like started to like focus on young, pink, fun looking stuff like designs, logo, all that stuff.
That's an interesting point. I'm glad you brought it up because when I first came across your page, I don't know at what point we started following each other. I think I followed you. I did
Yeah.
notice that about your brand. I was like, this almost has like a pop art, like a Andy Warhol, like very like
Yeah.
pop art, like colorful. I didn't necessarily associate it with young. I just associated with like fresh and
Yeah.
colorful and like
Something.
energetic. So like, did
Yes.
you design your logo or did you actually work with a branding agency? Because it does look cohesive, right?
Yes.
Like even your website, it doesn't look like most other like skin brand website. It still has like this, I don't know if it's like a cartoon type. There's something that's very like fun about it. Like
Yes.
it doesn't, even
Something.
though it looks polished, it's not like what's the word I'm trying to find? It doesn't look, it doesn't, it's not stuffy. You know what I mean? Like some brands come across like very like classic and like elegant. Like yours looks polished and professional, but it's very fun and youthful and colorful. And I was just like,
Yes.
oh, I wonder if she worked with a branding agency or did you just do that all on your own for somebody who you said you had to learn about it?
Well, yes, it was me. I designed everything for my brands, from logos, labels, website. I take the pictures
Wow.
from my brand. I edit the pictures for my brand. Everything is me. Everything you see, every color, every design,
So the
every
pictures you put on your website, how did you take them with a camera or with your iPhone?
with my iPhone.
Oh wow. And you have apps that will remove the background or
Yes,
you're taking
yes.
them in front of behind a white background or the
It
white background.
depends. I do have like some backgrounds that I purchase on Amazon, stuff like that. I take the
Mhm.
pictures and then I just take them to this website. It's called Pick Monkey, and there I edit them. Every
They looked
design,
good.
like I don't know, educational posts, stuff like that. I use Canva, my
Mhm.
phone, and then I just go from there. I don't know. I feel like I express myself, maybe.
Mhm. Well, you are very creative if you're doing all of that by yourself.
Yes, everything is
Mhm.
me, everything.
Wow, wow. So you don't have a team at all? Like
I
there's no one
don't.
you don't have like 'cause like I mean, I'm good at coming up with ideas and doing like, I'm good with words. Like I like I'm sure you see on my page, I do a bunch of posts. I like to write a lot and I guess that's where I'm creative, but when it comes to the other parts of creativity like drawing, I
Yeah.
hate Canva. I really wish I could use Canva. I freaking hate it. Every time I go on there,
Really?
I own yes, it's just
That's like my bestie.
I know. I had clients who are like, girl, I'm like, you should hire. And they're like, girl, I could do it on my own. And they create something that looks amazing. And I'm like, why can't I do that? I just don't have the patience to fool around with the font. I get frustrated. That's why I just sent all that stuff. I have a really good photo editor, designer. He's in Serbia. I
Okay.
thank God for him. I send him the stupidest task. He'll be like, Edwina, you could have done this. I'm like, no, I can't. Because I think it's important to know where your strengths are. But I just think it's
Yeah.
very impressive that you're doing the whole thing. Like that's
Yes,
crazy.
I do
Because there's a lot
everything
of work
myself.
to it's a lot of work to like mix up the products, package it, and then turn around and like have to. I mean, you're still using your creative brain, but you have to switch to more like screen stuff, things that you can't touch, and
Yes.
create the graphics and upload to the website. So wow, that's amazing. At least you will be able to teach your daughters everything because you're doing everything.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the time they're 15, they should be ready to be successful out there with their own business. Either it's my business or whatever they
Or
want to
some
do.
Yeah, that's something else you mentioned. So entrepreneur, I feel like when I'm talking to a lot of these entrepreneurs, like just like myself, it's like you could tell the people who are true entrepreneurs is like we have that entrepreneurial spirit. Like everyone's like, oh, I started off doing this, then I
Yeah.
pivoted, then I was doing that. It's like I can lay in the bed and my friends are like, I mean, every other week I have a new business idea. I just can't execute on all of them. But we have so
Yes.
many, like I'm like, drop me anywhere. I'll sell salt to a slug, you know what I mean? Or water to a whale.
Yeah.
I just love like talking to people and selling to people. So I just think that's interesting that you're saying the same thing. And I mean, hopefully it's genetic,
Mhm.
and that your daughter, like coming from you, obviously you're her mom. So hopefully you passed on some of those genes, but just also being around it. I found that with kids, a lot of the stuff that they take interest in just really boils down to exposure, right?
Yes.
Just like
Yes.
being around it. So seeing you hustle every day, making the products, like at least that's why I'm like, you gotta have at least 3 kids, not more than 3, but 3. because out of that three, you're gonna find that winner. You know
I
what I mean?
just
Like you'll find your Beyonce.
yes,
You know what I mean?
yes,
Like that child that's just gonna take it and run with it, or like do their own thing, like you said, but make you super, super proud. So I'm optimistic for you that one of them will like pick up where you
hopefully.
left off and like take it to even bigger and big and higher
Yes,
heights.
yes,
But I want to
yes.
talk about, I want to go back a little bit to like starting because I think it was so interesting. So I'm finalizing this course I put together called the MVP course. It's the minimum viable product. And what you
Okay.
did is exactly what I'm telling people to do. Because I don't know if you know, because I mean, I was once where you were, where you're just like in your world with the kids, breastfeeding, like you
Yes,
don't even know what's going on. Like I didn't even start to come out for air probably until like 2021, like just when you were still in the throes of it. But the
yes,
way how most people start a business is like they think, oh, I want to sell body butters. All of a sudden, they're thinking that they need to look like Bath and Body Works, right? They need to come to the market with 10 different scrubs and five different oils. And that's where
yes,
they, right? I'm sure you've seen that, right? People who started that way and they just put a lot of money up front.
yes,
And just like your uncle said, it's like I tell people, I'm like, just start small. Don't try to do too much because one, you don't have the money. Two, you don't have the team. Three, you don't have the knowledge. You're just figuring it out. And four, once you get out there, your audience, whether they're buying from you or not, they're going to tell you in the comments or in the DMs, like, and when they're purchasing, hey, I like this, or I didn't like this, or change that, or,
yes.
don't change that. So I just think it's like kudos to you for just, which I think comes from experience. Right. I think most people launch like how I just discussed when they put all their money into the business up front, when it's like their first time into business and they make that mistake of like spending so much money up front. But then once you've been in business like two, three times or tried your hand, you realize that, it's better off just starting small, just starting, period. Right. Coming to
Yes,
market and then learning from there.
a hundred
So
percent.
yeah. So the $300, I like that's so interesting because a lot of people would think, oh, that's not enough money.
Girl,
Right? But
yes.
you said you just started, but you didn't have a website in the beginning, right? You were just selling to family
No,
and friends.
yes, family and friends.
So if
Yes,
you were to
family.
start over now, 2026, like if you were pregnant now and you saw somebody whipping butters, you're like, oh my God, I want to start this business. What would you do differently, if anything?
I think I wanna like try to be so perfect, like waste so much time. I did like just start, but like I feel like I want to be so perfect, so
Polished,
professional.
professional. Yeah.
Yes, I would have just like start with whatever I had, which I did. I
But I
just
was gonna say,
think
I feel like you did that. How do you feel
I
like you were overly focused on perfection in the
yes,
beginning?
yes,
How?
yes. Which I did. It just with the looks. Like I wanted to look so pretty. I feel like I wasted so many times, like too much time doing that. I would have like
Mm,
started before. But I feel like the main thing I would have done differently is showing my face from the beginning.
you didn't.
I didn't.
And how
I
has that changed your business, showing your face?
My business did have before me showing my face, it was only products pictures.
Mhm. Mhm.
I did see like a huge before and after in everything
Mhm.
after I started like showing my face, talking to my clients, like getting out there. It got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not Bath and Body. They have millions of dollars. Whatever they
Mhm.
throw out there, they're gonna buy it. It's just me, little Elizabeth. I have to show people my face, who I am, so they can
Mhm.
trust me and buy from
Right.
me.
Mhm.
So I would have done that. Like if I had to start from the beginning, I would like just show my face, talk more to my clients, connect more with my clients. People like to get inspired. People like to see you. People like to see you growing. People like to see who you are when it comes to small business. Because people like to
Mhm.
buy when they feel inspired. That's what I think.
Okay. So I do see some of your content where you're like cooking up the butters or whereas like you have your camera and you're maybe it looks like you're maybe like making labels or something.
Yes.
How do you think, like in a measurable way, how has that improved your business, like showing up physically on camera? Like, did you see an increase in sales? Did you see an increase in followers? Did people DM you more and say, "Hey, girl," like now because they know that you're a girl, right? That there's like this person behind it
Yes.
that's not just some faceless company selling products. That they start reaching out to you maybe via the DMs, asking you for product recommendations. Like, what did that look like when you actually started physically showing up on camera?
Yes. it did increase sales a lot, a lot,
Okay.
like a lot. I went from selling barely a few $100s a month, like thousands, more than 1,000 per month for the first time, just from showing my face. Likes,
Mhm.
follow, engagement, so many doors, like so many other options. People like started to like DM me, offering me to like bulk sell, like wholesale, like me producing for them. Many girls getting inspired. I really like the way that many girls will like DM me to ask for help. I like helping a lot. I like
Mhm.
DMs. I like giving advice. I don't mind telling you how to do it.
Mm.
So
Oh yeah, because
that's
people will DM you and be like, "How do I get started making
yes.
body products too?"
Yes. So it did give me like that confidence, like, okay, people trust me now. You got this. You're doing good. It did give me a lot of confidence, but did increase sales a
A
lot,
lot.
a lot. I am a really shy person. It
Yeah,
gave
I
me
can
that.
tell.
Yes, I am very shy.
Well, thank you, and thank you again for talking because I can see
I
that you're
was
shy. Like,
shaking the
just
whole
relax.
morning.
No, oh my God, I feel like that's why nobody wants to talk because they're always like, no. Like I've had clients who are making like $1 million a year, but they don't want to do this because they just like, I don't want to get in front of the camera and be interviewed.
Yes.
They like people. You talk about public speaking and people start sweating.
Yes. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God. I was shaking this
No,
morning.
it's fine. No, oh my gosh, no. It's just me. No, I love this. So doesn't it feel good though to like sit and talk about your
Yes.
experience, right? And like
Yes.
everything you've done, just reflect on it. Cause I feel like so often as entrepreneurs, we're just like caught in the moment, right? You're just every day having to do that. But every once in a while, it's good to just like sit down and actually talk and look at your journey. Like, wow, I did start 2019. I was pregnant and breastfeeding. Like, oh wow, I actually did that. And now like look where I am now.
Yes, it is. Because I don't think we really focus on that. We just work
No.
and
That's how I am. Like my dad always tells me, like, I never celebrate any success. Like if I have a success, I'm like, okay, that's good. On to the next thing. And it's actually kind of toxic. Like
yes,
you
it
should
is.
really like, yeah, like you should enjoy like nothing is ever good enough. And it's something I'm working on. Like I don't care if I climb Mount Everest. I'm gonna be like, ugh, I could have done it faster.
I feel the same way. It's like it's
I
never
know.
enough. I could do better always.
Yeah, that's the entrepreneur in us. Like we're constantly looking for the next challenge, right? And actually, that's what I think really makes an entrepreneur. It's like, are you someone who loves challenges? Like, do you? I love building. Like, I'll be in bed and I can't even sleep because I'm thinking about like content ideas and
Hmm.
ads I can run. Like, it's all consuming. And then sometimes once I do like hit that success, especially with clients, like then now they're like on their own, they're making money. In a way, sometimes I lose interest because I'm like, okay, you're good now. Like you can ride the
Yeah.
bicycle. You don't need training wheels. Like you don't need me anymore. Now I want to find the next person who's like building and needs
Yeah.
help. But on the topic of sales though, like what was that story like? So I know you started off, you were just selling to friends and family. Like what was the first 6 months like for you as far as sales?
Girl, listen, the first 6 months, it was just doing it for fun. At that point,
Okay.
it was just doing it for fun,
So were you giving
learning.
away the stuff for free just to get like testimonials and stuff? Yeah.
Yes, I did that a lot. And
Yeah.
I don't regret it. I don't regret it, to be honest. I learned a lot from that. I had a lot of good feedback. Like my uncle said, your people will tell you what to keep and what to change."
Mhm.
I feel like it took me about almost 2 years and a half to see, almost three
Wow.
years to see real money.
Yeah, that's real. A lot of people think it's overnight success. I have had a couple of clients who literally launched and within 3, 4 months they were making like 20, 30, 40,000, 80,000 a month. But that's
Yeah.
just not the norm. For most people, what looks like an overnight success is like
Yes.
4 or 5 years or 10 years.
Yes.
Right?
I
I remember,
agree.
Tiana Taylor just won that Golden Globe Award or whatever. I didn't even watch it, but I saw on Instagram, she was like, I've been doing this since I was 15 and I'm 35
Hmm.
now. That's
Yes.
20 years of just grinding and doing work. But, people often don't see that. They just focus on the fact that, oh, you're successful. And they think that for them, it should happen quickly because it looks like it happened
No,
quickly
no.
for you. So in the beginning, you weren't really making that much money. So I'm assuming now, like, what's an average month for you as far as like revenue? Meaning like not profit, just how much you're making in Shopify.
Well, between Shopify and TikTok Shop,
Oh, you're
because
on
TikTok,
TikTok Shop? Okay, cool. So do
Yes,
you go live there on TikTok Shop? I'm
yes, I
older
was
than
gonna tell
you,
you
so I'm
that.
not okay. So yes, let's talk
Uh,
about that because I don't know much about that, but I heard all the money is on TikTok,
yes,
especially
girl.
for your type of product, like the 15 to like 30, $40 price point. They love to buy those types of products.
Yeah. So yeah, I was talking about me showing my face. It gave me a lot of confidence. And then I decided to go live on TikTok.
Okay.
That's when like the real money came in. It was
Really?
just another thing I would have done differently. I would go on
On
TikTok
TikTok right
first,
away?
like right away from the beginning, like
Oh,
next day.
wow.
Yes. So
Wow.
it was
So wait, you just go live and then it sends a notification to your followers that Plant Skin Beauty is live. And then you talk to them just how you're talking to me and you show products, but you can link products in your live that they can buy. Is that
yes,
how it
and they
works?
just shop
Okay.
from there. So my monthly revenue before
Hmm.
TikTok shop, it was 3K, 4K,
Okay.
um, enough to put, to keep the
To keep
business running,
buying, keep buying
and to
products.
pay
Well,
myself. I don't take a percentage. I pay myself like a employee.
hmm.
After TikTok, I remember the first day I went live. It was a little bit over almost 2 years, a
Okay.
year and something.
Okay.
I went live the first day. I was shaking just like I'm shaking right now, but a bit like way more nervous. And then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow. I went on day number two. People started to like talk to me. I was like, okay, it's happening. It's real.
They talk to you by leaving comments, right? In the
Yeah, like,
thing.
oh,
Right. Just like IG
asking about
Live.
my
Okay.
products. They saw me so nervous. They were like, girl, you're okay. Just relax. You're doing fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then it was day number three that I made 1K in 2 hours. I was like,
Wow.
this was really like this. And then from there, I started to go live daily on
I was
TikTok.
gonna say I would be there every day.
Yes, I was like, Instagram bye.
Yeah.
I was there for like every day selling a minimum of $500 daily. That was my minimum. Like, that was
Mhm.
nothing less than that. That's when my income went from 3K to more than 10K per month. Um,
Wow.
yes, every
So
month,
when you're
every
on
month.
TikTok, is it just like, I mean, you're kind of young, but did you watch like the Home Shopping Network, like QVC?
Not really.
Okay, I feel really old. Because I'm a '90s kid, so in the '90s we would have the Q like that Home Shopping Network, like especially on the weekends. It was Home Shop, HSN, QVC, and those women were shopping. They'd be like, "Hey, I have this amazing brush here. It's beautiful. You can see it's
Yes,
made from like German plastic, very sturdy." Is that how you're selling, like a saleswoman?
literally like that. Sometimes it's
Just
just
like,
me
okay,
talking, and I just go like, okay, so this is my favorite body oil. Let me just show you how it looks. And I would just
okay,
open
which
the
that one I
jar.
have. I do really like that one too. Those are the
Really?
unicorn tears.
No, this is sugar milk. This is
No,
sugar
I have
milk.
unicorn
Unicorn
something, I
tears
think.
is right here. Let me
Yes,
use unicorn
yes,
tears. So
I
I
have that
used to be
one.
like, okay, so it's non-greasy, meaning it's not
Mhm,
gonna feel
which is
oily or
not, yeah,
sticky. It smells
right?
delicious, and then you just apply a few drops. Let me just show
Uh-huh.
you. This is literally what I say, and then I just apply it in my skin, and then
And then they
people start
shop.
buying.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
I'm I'm serious. That's all I do for three,
It
four,
seems like I
five
need to go on
hours.
TikTok shop and sell my courses.
Yes, you should.
I
Another
think it's
big
different. I think don't they
no,
have
no.
to you can sell courses too?
Yes, just go in there. I think TikTok Live has a option where you can link your service. So I'm pretty sure you should
Oh,
be able to.
okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'm not TikTok feels like give me ADHD, like ADD, like it's just too many colors, there's too much happening. But people have been telling me at first I didn't go on TikTok because I didn't know what was gonna happen with Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Like they said they were
Yes,
gonna ban TikTok. And for
yes,
me, like, see, you have pretty products, right? You have like those beautiful body scrubs. Like you guys in the e-commerce space, it's easier for you guys to get followers because you're selling a product that makes people happy. Like what I'm selling is stuff that's gonna like make people think. And sometimes people don't want to think about business, even though they want to start a business, they don't really want to like learn about it sometimes. So it's harder for us to get followers. Which means if I go to TikTok, I'd have to spend marketing money over there to try to get followers. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I try to choose one platform and just grow on there. But everyone keeps talking about TikTok, TikTok. So maybe I have like, I do have a page with like a few videos. I think I have like 19 followers on TikTok, but I didn't know it was that easy. Like I could sell, like
Yes,
if I was there, I would sell for you because I love to sell like products.
girl, go live. You will grow. You will get
Okay.
people out, or you will get people to see you. I have less than 5K followers on TikTok, and I make a lot of money on TikTok. I don't even have like a
Wow.
large, huge following. When you go live, it's basically people scrolling through their phone. If they, for some reason, they stop, that's your chance to be like, listen, this is what you need. Buy it, take it, follow me. Another huge thing
Wow.
that I did on TikTok Live was build a huge email list. I did build
Oh,
a
did you do
huge.
that on TikTok?
I would literally tell people to stop what they're doing, go to my website, and subscribe to my email. I did open a loyalty program. So when they sign
Hmm.
up, they get points. And then with their purchase, they get points. So I will tell them, listen, with your purchase, you get points. Go sign up. You get whatever points or just signing up. I did build a huge,
What's
huge, huge,
huge? What, like
huge,
5 to
more than,
10K?
no, more than 20K.
Really? And are
That's
they
how,
shopping off of your email list? Like, are you seeing, do you
yes,
have a high open rate?
that's how on Black Friday I sold
I
things
saw you did 15,000.
in one day.
Wow.
It
On
was
TikTok? Or I guess
crazy.
through TikTok, your email.
Yes, so TikTok
And
Live and my email. I did get a lot
yeah.
of sales from that email that I sent saying that I have a
Mhm.
50% off. It was huge. I remember I cried. I was screaming. I was like, oh my God, I told you I was going to do it. I told you.
If you do 50% off, was that profitable for you? Or was that just
Yes.
like, oh, to
Yes.
break even?
Yes.
Okay.
It is profitable. I did have to like sit down and break my number at once because I was one selling and not making any money because I was just putting whatever price I thought it was fair, cool, pretty,
Mhm.
affordable.
Mhm.
And so I was like,
Mhm.
okay, girl, how much does it cost you 1 yard? How much does it cost you whatever
Mhm.
grams of body butter to make one
Mhm.
product?
Yep.
That's when I had to do it because at the beginning, I'm
Yep.
not gonna lie, it was just me selling whatever price I thought it would be cool.
Yep. That's something that people, you'd be surprised, even in the product business where like people are selling clothes or shoes, something that they're buying from China or whatever, people still don't know their numbers. And to your
Yes.
point, that's how you can sell a lot. But then at the end of the month, you look in your account. Once you buy more inventory, you pay this, pay that, you really have a little bit of money or you have no money because you didn't
Yes.
understand your numbers. And so that's, I mean, thank you for saying that because that's something that
That's
happens a lot. We've had clients, some of them are even
um,
like, professionals or medical doctors, but they still don't know their numbers. Like we would ask them to run ads like, hey, what's the true cost of your product? Because we need to know that if we're running ads, we need to know how much it truly costs you to produce this product because that lets us know how much what your profitability is, right?
yes.
So if
Yes.
you're selling it for $40 and it costs you $10 to make, that means you have a profitability margin of about $30. So in order for you to make money, we really need to get you sales from anywhere from $5 to $15, right? Other than that, you could be either breaking even, which means you're not losing, but you're not making money, or even
Less.
losing money, right? Which means you're paying money to Meta just to like take your money and not make any profit at all. So yeah, you have to know your number, but that's amazing. So that means you're saying now that like on an average, your monthly revenue is what, like what, 10K, including
10K.
TikTok?
Yeah, including
Nice.
TikTok. That's between Shopify and TikTok together.
Okay, Shopify and TikTok. So what is your marketing strategy besides going live on TikTok?
Literally live and my content on Instagram. I did try ads at one point. I did hire somebody to do my ads. But at one point, I'm not saying it doesn't work. It did work, but I was getting more sales from my content than the ads. And then I didn't
What
stop.
do you mean more sales? Like, would you post something and then have a link to your website to shop?
Not really, not really. I barely link stuff on Instagram.
Okay, but
I
how did
do.
you know that the sales are coming from your content
So I do feel like whenever I post something, I get like a whole bunch of people just go
and buying that
and
one product?
and buy, and then from my also my email list.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, let me just focus on my content.
So what kind of ad were they running for you? Was it sales ads, like looking for
Yes,
purchases? Okay.
sales guy.
But that didn't work out because ads do work. What was your marketing budget?
It wasn't high. I'm not gonna lie. It was something to like try to like kind of see. I think it was 200 weekly. It
Okay,
wasn't
so
like something like a
800.
lot. Yes,
So
a month.
800. That's not bad. That's not bad.
It wasn't like
Um,
super like thousands of dollars. I was
no, no.
scared. I'm
I
still
didn't.
scared when you talk to me about Facebook. And I'm like, oh, I want to
No,
run. I'm
no.
scared.
That's actually a good amount of money. $800 is like I was rounding up to like $1,000. That's
Mhm.
great money. I don't know. Were you running ads during like 2022, 23?
It was 2024.
Okay, so not that long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't put like too much interest into it. 'Cause like I said, it scares me to talk about ads. I'm not gonna lie. I tried doing it myself once. I was like, a girl and said,
No,
no,
no. Some
no.
people are able to do it, but most people, it's not even you. The problem with Facebook ads is that the platform is constantly changing because it's
Yeah.
technology. They do updates, they introduce like, oh God, I remember at one point they didn't even have like Advantage Plus campaign. Now they have Advantage Plus campaign. So when they change these things, now you have to like wrap your mind around it. Also, targeting after iOS 14, like before iOS 14, you could say, I want women between these ages who have bachelor's degrees who are
Mhm.
interested in beauty and like a particular brand, maybe Bath and Body Works, whatever. Now, after iOS 14, that type of specific targeting is just not as effective. It can be, but you have to give your ad like a lot of time, like multiple weeks to really optimize and so forth. And of course, all of that takes money. But honestly, for a business like yours, like I would probably tell you to just boost, right? You can just
Yeah,
boost
okay.
right off of your page because you have such pretty content that people would see that and be like, "Oh God, this is pretty. I'll follow." Right? And then you
Okay.
can bring more people to your page, and that's something that you can do. I mean, it's not
Yes.
intimidating. It shouldn't be because when you boost, you get the results of the boost, right? And it'll tell you how much you paid per profile visit. A lot of times people sometimes I remember like 2021, 22, they were trying to boost to look for purchases. We never recommend boosting for that. But if you want to boost just to grow your audience, meaning you select that first option of just like visit Instagram profile.
Yes.
When we have agency clients, like we always split their budget between like 30 or 40 or 50%, kind of depends on each client is different. But you have to spend at least 30% of your budget just growing your audience, meaning just bringing people to your Instagram page. Because in the age of social media, followers is clout, right? Followers is
Mhm.
authority. The more followers you have, the more people think, oh, this is a real business. This is a
Yes.
credible business. Like I can feel comfortable shopping with them. And it's just a herd effect. The more people see a bunch of people doing something, the more they want to do it. And so, yeah, so for a business like yours, where even though you're profitable, ads are super expensive now. So it wouldn't make sense probably. I don't know your numbers, but for businesses like this, like the numbers get really tight. Like you would have to find someone who can get you sales for $5 or $6, or no more than $10 for it to be profitable for you. And that means
Yes.
you really have to know what you're doing and you have to like constantly like optimize your ads. Once you see any type of dip in results, you change the creative or you change the audience. It's a lot of work. So for a business like yours, I would just say spend that if you have the $200 a week, just spend it on growing your audience, just finding your most popular post on your Instagram page, like recent post that has a lot of engagement, that's really pretty, and just boost it for, I don't know, 11 or $22 a day or something like that to a broad audience and you'll get like probably 20, 25 followers a day.
Okay.
Yeah, people come and then, so I have another thing where I teach people how to sell to their audience, I mean, to their followers. I
Mhm.
call it the DM method, but it's honestly what I do on my page. Like I'm getting followers every day, and everybody who follows me, they get a message where I'll say,
Okay.
"Hey, thanks for following me. Do you have a business? Are you thinking about starting a business?" 80% of them are not going to respond, right? Either because they don't care or they don't even see the message until like sometimes people respond to me like 4 months later. And they're like, "Oh, I just saw this." The ones who do respond though, that's who I focus on, and then
Yes.
we start talking from there. And my goal in doing that is just to get them to like watch my free training because that's how I get their information and get their email address, right? And then they get to know more about me, what I do, and what my approach is. So for an e-com business, like I would recommend at least growing your audience that way, just boosting, right? And making sure that and how do I explain this? Like you have to look at, when you boost, have you boosted before?
Yes.
You know how they tell you this how much you paid per result?
Mhm. Mhm.
Right. So you just wanna look at that number. You have to boost a few different posts to see what the cheapest amount is. And basically, you're just going to go with the post that gives you profile visits for the lowest cost. And
Okay.
then then you boost whatever your daily budget is, and you just keep checking to make sure it's still around that same amount of money, that, that low cost. And if it goes up, then you're like, okay, this post, maybe people are tired of seeing it, right? So they're not clicking on it as much. So that's your signal to like try a different post, a new post. But that's basically the pattern. You're gonna find
Yes.
engaging posts and boost it so that you can have people consistently coming to your page. And then every follower is an opportunity for you to sell. So I was saying you boost, and then if you take it a step further, like us on the service side, a lot of people on the service side, they do that. They'll like sell through the DMs because what we sell is a lot more consultative.
Yes.
Like people don't just say, "Oh, I want to add to cart a marketing service." No, they have to talk to
Mhm.
you. And so we do that through the DMs. But you guys on the product side, you guys can totally do what you're doing on TikTok Shop, but in the DM. So every follower, you say, "Hey, I'm Elizabeth, the creative director behind Plant Skin Beauty. Thank you so much for following me. If you have any questions, let me know." And you can just copy and paste that message. That's what I do. Copy and paste it. I will sometimes
Okay.
use the person's last name, first name. If I can see their first name, I'll say, "Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Edwina. Hey," I use their name, and people, that increases the likelihood of them actually responding to me once they see that I'm not AI, that I'm actually a real person because I knew I could see their name in the bio or something. And then that's an opportunity to open up the conversation. In my course, I equate it to, remember like back in the day when you would go in the store and they would say, "Hey, thanks for coming to the Gap, Medina. Like, how can I help you? What are you looking for
Then
today?" That's what you're doing when you're selling through the DM. So just another avenue, something to think about. And it doesn't people sometimes think, "Oh, it's gonna take a long time," but it doesn't, because like I said, most people don't respond. And then the ones that do respond, they respond at different times. So, you just respond to them when you're available. And it's just a nice way of building more rapport and interaction with your followers. And you'd be surprised. A lot of times people after that interaction, they're like, "You know what? I will go and try the unicorn tears or whatever."
yeah, I actually like
Yeah.
the idea. Now that you talk about it, I like it a lot. I feel like I can
No, it's good.
really.
It's good. So during the pandemic, I don't know if you saw my partner, John, and I, the Brazilian guy, we had a Facebook group with like 2,000 women in there. And I got the idea, actually, I first heard about it from a podcast of a husband and
Mhm.
wife. They sold eyelashes, and eyelashes have like the worst margins because you buy them for like $2 or $3, but you can only sell
Yes.
them for 15 or $20. So you really can't run sales ads for that. And so
Mhm.
they spent all their marketing budget, like 25,000, just getting followers. And then she and her
Wow.
husband, they would DM like all the followers every day and walk them through this whole sales process and say, "Hey, like, which eyelash were you thinking about?" And they would be like, "Oh, thanks for messaging me. I didn't think you would even care to message me." And they're like, having us in a back and forth. And then the person might say, "Oh, was looking at, the unicorn eyelash." And they say, "Oh, you know what? I think that other eyelash would be better for you." Just consulting. And then the person
Yes.
goes and makes the purchase just because you've taken the time to talk to them. And which I tell you, like you said, Bath and Body Works, any of these companies, they're not doing that. They're not
No.
talking to people. And even though we're in this age of like AI and social media, more than
Mhm.
ever, people are craving like real interaction.
Real
They
attention.
would love for a brand owner to reach out to them. And it seems like it's a lot of work, but when you're building a brand, like this is the stuff you have to do when you have limited money,
Yes.
like all of
Yes.
us, right? If you're Bath and Body
Yes.
Works, then yeah, screw it. You can spend $1 million. Nobody cares. Your stuff is gonna sell because you're putting so much money behind it, like what Fashion Nova did. But if you have to
Mhm.
bootstrap it, like the rest of, like, I mean, it's tedious for me to message everybody in the DM, but I do it because I've made like tons of money selling my courses that way. People are like just on the edge of buying. And if you never say anything to them, they're not going to buy. But if you reach out to them, now they're like, "Oh, thank you for talking to me. Yeah, I want to schedule a call," or, "Yeah, send me the link." So I would recommend that for you, not sales ads. Cause like you said, I don't know your numbers in and out, but it will be harder for it to be
Yes.
profitable for you just because you're not selling things for like, 80, $100. But I would totally, if you have $200 a week, I would totally spend that just on growing. So it's about $27 or something a day. That's a great, but that's a good budget. You could be getting
Okay.
probably 50 something followers a day, between like 20 and 40 followers, give or take. Just because you're selling plant skin beauty. Like
Yeah.
it's, you can, any woman is your client, could be your client. That's a lot of people.
Yes.
Okay. So To wrap it up, Elizabeth, what's your plan for 2026 for your brand? Like, what's the vision? What do you want to accomplish by December?
By December, I have a
Yes.
ambitious regarding sales. Like when it comes to sell, I want to do my first $1 million in 1 year. It's
Okay.
really ambition,
Wait, so
really
you're gonna go
ambitious,
from
but
10 $1 million a year would be like,
that's like
is it like 80,000 a month?
oh yes, yes.
Wow. So how are you gonna, that's a big gap. So that's 70,000. How are you gonna make up that 70,000?
Okay, so the plan is
Okay.
I'm currently working from home, so I want to get like a bigger space so I can
Okay.
hire people to help me so I can produce more. The life on TikTok, I will like take it more serious. If I have more inventory, I can sell more. Probably for like a longer period of time, like going from 3 hours to maybe like 5, 6 hours with help. With if I have somebody
Oh, so you're saying
switching.
right now you're doing like 3 hours a day?
Yes, like 2 to 3 hours per day. I want to go from 2 to 3 hours per day, so 5 to 7 hours per day. But like
Oh,
there's
wow. Oh,
me
you want to
selling
do
right now.
7 hours? Oh, girl, so you're gonna be on there all
Yes,
day.
I want to be there all day. That's why I want
Okay.
to get the bigger space while they're producing. I'm talking, I'm selling, I'm taking a little break,
Mm.
probably like taking a break. Somebody else goes live for me. I go do whatever I have to do.
Mhm.
So basically, getting help. That's step
Yeah.
number one, getting help, bigger space, producing more. I really want to get into the world of doing events for my
Okay.
followers here in
Yeah, like those little
Florida.
pop-ups and stuff. Because you're in Florida, which is
Yes,
so nice. You guys have great weather and it's probably like
yes,
so many nice venues that you could go with your colorful products and it'll really pop and all the
yes,
fresh
yes.
fruit and stuff.
So I really want to like get
If I was
into
there, I
those
would
things.
come.
And my go to you because I don't want to do them only here in Florida. Like I want to
Okay,
travel to different states. I want like
to do
get Planskin
pop-ups.
Beauty out there.
Yeah. I'm near DC.
Yes.
I know there's a space called like the Spice Suites or something. It's founded by a Black woman. She sells spices and teas, but she has like this pop-up space where businesses can sign up. I think she does it for free. Like you don't have to pay, you have to sign up. It's like first come, first serve. And you can pop
Mhm.
up and sell. As long as you're not selling the same thing as her, you can pop
Oh,
up. And
that's
it's a
nice.
beautiful space. Yeah.
Oh, send me that info. I might go
I
there.
will. Yeah, I will. I will. Yeah. That would be
So yeah,
amazing.
basically I want to focus on growing,
Expanding.
expanding,
Getting a bigger
producing more.
space, hiring more
Yes.
people, and then
Basically
producing
getting out
more
there.
inventory.
Yes, more inventory, growing, getting help.
So have
Um,
you already found the space that you wanna go into?
no, I haven't. I mean, I have been looking to see if I haven't found anything here in Florida. I live in
Because you gotta
Miami.
find the commercial. Girl, there has to be something in Miami, a commercial
There
space, there
is
has
a
to
lot
be.
of stuff in Miami. It's just way above my budget.
Oh, but you can't have them come to your house? Mm.
I could. It's just it's me in this little room. If I have another human in here, it's gonna be like bumping inside. Like I have my
Oh,
little
because when
office space.
in your content, it looks big.
It looks big, but it's literally a little space for like my desk and my computer. Over there, pack, and over here, I produce. I bring another human in here, and we're gonna be like
It's gonna
bumping
be
into things.
too small.
Yes,
Oh,
I also need more space for if I want to do more inventory, I need more space
to store it.
to store them, right? I need more space for the yards. If I want to purchase thousands of like yards, I need space for that. I live in a building for thousands of bottles. There's time where I have to like go down there and find a way to bring it up here, like little by little, because up
Oh.
here,
Oh la
stuff
la.
like that. Yeah,
So the
it's
first step
like
is to find a commercial space. But what are you
yes,
gonna do if you can't find one that's in your budget? Maybe you can rent like an Airbnb for like 2 days and just produce there?
that is a great option. The thing
Yeah.
is, if I to have a bigger space, it means I need bigger machines, right? Or more machines, more whipping machines.
Oh.
And then the electricity, it wouldn't be enough for so many machines. Or like I have this
So you
huge
have to go
machine.
into a commercial space.
Yes, it has to be a commercial space. What I was looking to see is maybe going maybe 20, 25 minutes drive over there. There might be something that I could find within my budget. Because I don't want to go too high, too big, something new for me. I don't want to
Mm.
go all in and then yeah, but it's
Yeah.
basically like growing and then going out there to find my clients. I have them come to me. I'm going through them
So you wanna
this
do physical events more.
Yes.
So finding a bigger commercial space, hiring probably what, two, three people or so to help you produce,
Yes.
producing more inventory, basically living on TikTok live
Yes. And
when your kids are
literally.
at school, which I get
Literally.
it. You're probably I'll be eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything, selling products. So I get it. And
Yes.
then having more like in person pop up events and
Yes, because
stuff.
that's something I can like go out there, getting my clients, like I said, and then creating content too. People
Oh
love those
yeah.
contents. People
Yo,
love to
that
see
would
you
be
like, oh,
amazing. Yeah, that content will go viral or at least like
yes,
semi-viral. It'll get you a lot more followers and stuff,
yes,
both
people
on
love those
TikTok and
contents. Like
Instagram.
probably getting ready for my pop-up events, at the pop-up events. People love those. Like people love to see you doing
The
something with your life.
story. Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
People
well,
used to
that
like,
sounds exciting. I'm definitely going to be ordering more and I'm definitely going to be watching your progress. I need to get on TikTok live so I can see you selling.
yes, girl, yes, and you should
I'll
do it too.
follow.
I promise you, and
Oh
you
my
are going to
gosh.
be like, oh my god, why didn't I start before?
Okay, once I officially launch my that one MVP course, I'll go live on TikTok. I'll spend some money and try to get a little bit more followers. I think right now I only have like 20 followers because I really don't
No.
post because I posted a few videos and then Donald Trump was like, or Biden, somebody said they were going to shut it
Yeah, it
down.
was
So I was like,
like,
you know what? It was crazy. So I was like, let me just stay on Instagram. And so, yeah, I haven't prioritized TikTok, but you're the second person telling me that I should go on TikTok. One of my other followers who I talked to, she was like, "You should go on TikTok. Just that the algorithm is more open. It's easier to just get visibility, on
mm-hmm.
TikTok." So I'll check it out. But I definitely want to see you selling. And if
And
I catch a live,
let me know when you decide to go live. Like we can literally do this, what we're doing right now, live on
Mhm.
TikTok.
Oh really?
Yeah, so let me know. I'll go live with you and we just talk there
Oh, thank you,
about
Elizabeth. That's
the
so
same thing we
sweet.
talked about today. People like those
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that would be amazing. So yeah, we could totally next time. Okay, so that's a deal because I loved. So I'll come alive with your products that I have because I have three of them. I bought the Glow Bundle,
Okay.
right? I love the Unicorn Tears, the Scrub Obsessed, and then I got because I love pineapple. Sometimes it
Oh,
irritates my
really?
tongue, but I love to eat pineapple. Yes, and that one smells like pineapple to me. It was like I think it was
Yes.
called pineapple scrub, and then I got the acai
They mask.
mask. Yeah. So first I was like, "Ugh," like to be honest, I didn't like the smell.
Oh,
But when I
yeah.
say that thing had my skin, my leg, 'cause remember I told you in my live, I was like, I have KP, the
Yes,
chicken
yes.
skin
Mm-hmm.
from
Storage,
my dad.
skin,
From
skin.
yeah, from my dad. He's a disease carrier. I always I'm like, you give me this freaking chicken skin. He's like, whatever. So it's like if on my legs, I use masks on my legs. And first I was like, oh, I didn't like the smell of it.
Yeah.
Because I've had acai before in Brazil and it is like an acquired taste.
Yeah.
But then I put it on my leg and I was like, I don't know, running around the house with the dogs and the kids. And when I washed it off, oh my God, my skin was like powder. It was like so
Super soft.
smooth. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm not as much feeling the smell, but this thing is like really effective. So yeah,
Yes,
I'll
it
go
is.
live. Let me know. We're gonna talk in the DM because I now want to do it. I want to go live, talk
Yes, you
about your products,
should.
help you get some sales, and it'll just get me like acclimated to the whole TikTok
Yes.
thing. And then maybe when
Yes.
it's time for me to launch my course, we can do it together. And
Yes,
that is
yes. I'm
amazing,
definitely down to
Elizabeth.
it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. I
No, thank
feel
you.
to me it's super important to inspire other women because I was once inspired by another
Right.
woman, another mom. That's how it started. Like I was just scrolling through Instagram. I saw this girl
With her whipped
making money
butters.
with something she made in her kitchen. I was like, I can do that too. So I got
Exactly.
inspired and I hope I could inspire other women too.
Well, I think you did with this conversation. I think hopefully, at least one or two people are going to watch it and be like, well, damn, if Elizabeth's doing it, I can do it too.
Just start. Just do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And like you said, the most important thing is just start.
The worst
Yeah.
thing can happen. Just you have a lot of fun. You learn a lot of stuff. At one point, I was like, okay, this selling my body butters don't work. There's so many things I can do with this platform now. I can do website for other people. I
That's
can
true.
do wholesale. I can create content for other people. So there's so many things you learn. So at the end of the day, there's so many things you can do if it doesn't work out for you, like the way you plan it. Just start. If you know how to do something, get out there and learn, start and just do it.
Exactly. I think that's a great note to end on.
Yes.
Okay, Elizabeth, thank you so much. And I guess I'll see you back on Instagram.
Yay. Thank you so much. I hope
Okay,
you have a nice day. Go kiss your little ones.
I'll be nice.